Want to get you to some breaking news now out of New Jersey, where the governor there says the state's DMV apparently accidentally registered thousands of non-citizens to vote after a software glitch. About 400 of them went on to cast a ballot. Here's Governor Mikie Sherrill explaining how it happened.
Some individuals indicated that they weren't citizens and weren't eligible to vote, but the software registered them anyway. We have no evidence at this time that any elections were swayed.
By the numbers, we're talking about 6,600 non-citizens who signed up to vote after this, glitch. You see fewer than 400 of them, according to the governor, voted. And you heard her there, no evidence that this swayed any elections, but it does reopen a political can of worms. Not even a week after President Trump's primetime speech to talk about, in his words, election security. NBC Philadelphia's Lauren Make, friend of this show, of course, has made her way over to Trenton. You were there hearing Sherrill sort of walk us all through this, right? So help us understand what she says happened and what she says did not happen.
Hallie, Governor Sherrill not happy about this, calling it unacceptable, first of all, that it happened, that it took a while to get it resolved, and that it took even longer for New Jerseyans to find out about it. She says, though, that her administration is going to be accountable. Let me walk you through how this happened, when this happened. We are talking about in 2023, June of 2023, and between then and June of 2024, that is when she says this happened during the Murphy administration. That's her predecessor. The governor says they are working to remove these individuals who are improperly on the voter rolls from the voter rolls, and that they are also working to replace the vendor responsible. Now, we also know, as you mentioned, we have heard from President Trump on election issues and pushing for that Save America Act. Governor Sherrill today looking to draw a contrast. Take a listen.
As the Trump administration tries to weaponize elections for political gain, I am ensuring that we protect our elections. Let me be clear. Donald Trump has zero credibility on the issue of election integrity.
Now, the governor spoke to reporters here at the Capitol. She also posted on social media about this, and the DHS Secretary, Markwayne Mullin, responded to that. Let me read you his response. He said, "This should have been done a long time ago. Just one illegal vote cancels out the vote of a U.S. citizen." As DHS governor reported last week, New Jersey could have as many as 35,152 potential non-citizens registered to vote. Looking forward to working with you to secure elections in the future. So Governor Mikie Sherrill saying they are working to make sure they are accountable and that they do what is needed to make sure only the proper people are on the voter rolls going forward. And she says they're going to be transparent about this. Hallie, we'll throw it back to you.
Lauren Make, we're glad to see you. Thank you for being out there for us tonight in Trenton. Appreciate that.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.